皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
森です。
スリーです。
この、エピソードでは、エピソード20の考察、ディスカッションをしていきます。So we start the discussion on the movement of Earth, episode 20.
うん。
じゃあ、最初は簡
そう。
単なサマリー
う
を言っていき
ん。
ます。まず最初に、ドラーカと、異端解放戦線のね、一人の方との、
うん。
妹のね、
妹の話。
話がありました。What's the meaning of the,
But why was I born?
why was we born?
うん。
Then, ドラーカと、ヨレンタの話があって、まあ最終的にね、
うん。
ヨレンタとノバクが
あった。
会った瞬間に、ヨレンタは、
Very unpredictable.
うん、
Like
そう
I did
ね。
not imagine this will happen.
僕も、それは期待してなかったけどね。まあ今日そこがね、多分今日のディスカッションの一部になるかなと思うので、まあちょっといろいろ考えていきましょう。So let's we start the discussion about the kind of death with Yolenta and her father,
So
Novak.
to start today's discussion, like
うん。
first I want to appreciate that it's a journey of 20 episodes
うん。
and the content of this episode and also the ending scene
うん。
matches really nice with the stories because like at the end of the episode you see just before Yolanta is blowing
うん。
herself up with the explosion
うん。
she reimagines all the small events of her life that
う
has
ん。
lead her to this decision
うん。with night sky, beautiful
with a
stars.
beautiful sky, the one we always see
う
in
ん。
Chi.
うん。
And then we see like small events, small actions leading to this moment.
うん。
And something that she has said in the middle of the episode,
う
the
ん。
conversation with Draka is also reflective or support
うん。
this idea. So uh, we will have a discussion, but before that, maybe let's play the key important scene that we really liked, and also I think like binds the whole series, this 20 episode journey together. Some discussions.
うん。The scene is when the, Yorenta passed the letter to Draka. 残り時間13分37秒。The rest time is
37.
13:37. はい。じゃあ、再生しますね。
はい。OK。
あれ。
でも、
はい。
なんで私に
But why me?
面倒だった？私の大切なものを燃やしたんだから、これくらい頼まれてもいいんじゃない？いや、そうじゃなくて。私を信用できますか？私には、あなたの過去とか、これまでの歴史とか関係ない。シュミットさんたちに頼めばいいじゃないですか。あんなもの、またすぐ燃やすかもしれない。なんで私に？あなたは若いから。
うん。
別の言い方で言うと、今はあなたたちが歴史の主役だから。だからあなたに託す。だから勝手に巻き込まないでくれます。私はその歴史ってのに関係ある。人は先人の発見を引き継ぐ。それもいつの間にか勝手に、自然に。だから今を生きる人には過去のすべてが含まれてる。なぜ人は記憶にこだわるのか。なぜ人は個別の事象を時系列で捉えるのか。なぜ人は歴史を見出すことを強制される認識の構造をしているのか。私が思うにそれは神が人に学びを与えるためだ。つまり歴史は神の意志のもとに成り立ってる。神の意志？何ですかその意志って。聖書に書いてある。神はこの世にある悪を善に変える。それが神の意志。神は人を通してこの世を変えようとしている。長い時間をかけて少しずつ。この今はその大いなる流れの中にある。
So true.
ただのつまり、人の生まれる意味は、その企てに、その試行錯誤に、善への鈍く果てしないにじり寄りに参加することだと思う。 悪を捨て去ることなく飲み込んで直面することで、より大きな善が生まれることもある。悪と善、二つの道があるんじゃなく、すべては一つの線の上でつながっている。そう考えたら、かつての浮き石さえも何も無意味なことはない。でも歴史を切り離すとそれが見えなくなる。人は死んだら終わりだと有限性の不安に怯えるようになる。歴史を確認するのは、神が導こうとする方向を確認するのに等しい。だから過去を無視すれば、道に迷う。
まあ、ここね。
歴史認識は私の決断に関わる。
Influence the
Your
decisions.
decision.
So perfectly aligned with the actions.
私の父は異端審問官だった。私は父と全く違う道を歩いた。今父が何をしているのかは知らない。そうじゃないの。
No reaction.
And they keep it the same. They did not change the fact that Novak doesn't know and Novak now knows. There's no chance to happen that. It happened so surprisingly.
Watch the moment of the life. You're confused. That is the moment to make the right decision.
私の数奇な人生は存在する。積み上げた歴史が私の動揺を鎮めて、臆病を打破して、
Hush my fear, guide my thoughts.
いざって時に引かせない。全歴史が私の背中
All the wind of human history.
This is very inspiring. Like
なんであの本のためにそんな理屈こねてまで。私は地動説を愛してる。
めっちゃかっこいいね。
めっちゃかっこいい。So, let me explain why I like this part and what can we understand from this episode. So this episode starts with a very basic question from one of the liberation naturalists. His sister was asking, why was I born? And then this episode also address another very important question, how and why we die. Very integral part of this episode is like why we are born and why we are dying. So from the moment when we start, like Draka is going to different naturalists and asking what is your objective, what do you think, we see that every person carries a universe inside them. Each person has their own story and each person has their own world inside them. And in just now we see that Yolenta is very rightly saying that young people are the history's protagonist at this point. So I trust you with this action that you will take it further. And what we need to know about the history is that so that we can make the right decision at the right time, from intuition or chokkan or whatever there is,
God.
or God, whatever that is guiding me to this point. Important part is she is recognizing this fact because of her age. But look at Draka. Draka doesn't know. Draka says this is abstract.
So what's the meaning of
What's
history?
the meaning of this? To explain to you, I thought of one of the very famous sentences from Shakespeare. So this sentence is like, the whole world is a theater and we are all actors. So if you look at this like that, there's events happening and then each of us are doing one action and it's all guiding towards one history or one linear time, that she has also said that there's no evil, there is no good. It's just the action of humans that is guiding through all of these things, and in the end we make a decision of living and we make a decision of dying, how grand we can die,
うん。
how objectively or how important way we can die changes the history.
うん。
And some think of it as good, some think of it as bad.
うん。
But there's no good or bad. It's just like my decision at this moment,
うん。
based on all my past experiences, make me
And
do
God
this
guiding
decision.
this history to better and
Some
better.
will say God is guiding, some will say
まあ、
my
そうそうそう
history,
そう
my intuition, chokkan, or something is guiding me to this point.
Yolenta say God, but
Yeah,
for
other
others
people
maybe,
would say that okay,
maybe
this is
fate
nature
or
guiding me
nature. うん。
in all my decisions to this point.
うん。
So there's like people have their own world, own universe inside them
うん。
while making decisions.
うん。
Most important part is understanding this, like realizing that you are part of a story, a
Mm.
theater,
うん。
and the whole world is a theater and we are just actors in it. And that is like kind of, I think, that sums up this whole episode in a way, that there's a drama going on
そうだね。うん。
and each actor has playing something that is changing every moment,
うん。
the whole history in a way. So some think of like, okay, I want to design my death.
うん。
For example, in case of Yolanta in this episode, she designed her death,
うん。
to be honest. Like
うん。
when Draka and the Schmidt was escaping,
うん。
Draka said that this was part of leader's plan.
うん。
So she wanted to die because that will give the biggest impact and that will make them believe that, okay, the organization has disbanded and no need to look for them. That will give some time,
うん。
but also it will give some political benefits as well. Okay, there is a difference of opinion between the organization. So when Yolanta decides that, okay, I will design my death in a way so that they think of that and the book gets time to publish.
うん。Also, the first protagonist, like, design her.
Yeah,
his
his
death.
death. And all of these protagonists, all of the people who are taking the actions, they are in their time of life, like the young time or the time in which they are making the action and moving the story forward. It's
うん。
so poetically reminiscent or symbolizing this sentence of Shakespeare that the whole world is a theater.
うん。
Actually, we are seeing that.
そうだね。本当に。
So, and the interesting part is Yolanta or anyone, like the story could have created a big impact if like the confrontation between Yolanta and Novak happened. They have a discussion or something. Yes, of course, the story would be very interesting in that way. But think realistically. Both of them don't know where their father or daughter is.
うん。
Novak knows the daughter is dead.
うん。
Yolanta said she doesn't even know where her father is.
うん。
So it doesn't make sense just to expose them together to have a conversation
うん。
to match. But rather it had a natural flow of events.
うん。
The natural flow was her plan was to destroy, and somehow Novak was there to see the hand, that gloves that used to be bigger for small Yolanta.
うん。
Now it's the right size
うん。
to
そうだ
fit
ね。
in the hand.
So, I ask you the big question.
Mm.
Like, did Yolenta realize that Novak is there? Or Novak realize she is Yolenta or not? How do you think?
So the main action here was taken by Yolenta.
うん。
She decided to
Yeah.
burn and blast
So-
with explosive.
Let me talk about my opinion first.
Mm.
I think Yolenta realized
Mm.
there's Novak there. In my
There is
opinion.
bigger chance because Novak doesn't know that Yolenta is living,
うん。
but Yolenta
Yeah,
knows that
Yolenta-
Novak is probably living.
Yes.
So-
That's why
Mm.
when he came out from the horse cage
Mm.
and the Yolenta could be realized this is my father
Mm.
and like but even
But she
though
already made the decision.
also in this scene we watched
There
she
is a
said
scene.
that she said
I don't
that,
know what I will do when I meet my father. I'll be angry.
but this is my most important moment and decision in her life.
Mm.
So then she chose the death.
Mm.
because she loved heliocentrism. So if she stopped this action, if she want to talk her father, maybe she get tortured, and she talk everything for the printing praise or whatever.
Right, you're right.
But even for sure, I think she really want to talk about with her father. But even she realized he's there, she decided to die.
Yes, that was that's a very good point actually. What Morrison is said is actually really important, because she said, like, I will feel the history in the back of my head, and at that point I will make the decision. Think of it like this way, that Yolanta also does not know that her father doesn't know that Yolanta is alive, because there is no way Yolanta to know that she has died. Novak thinks that she is dead. So in her perspective, she can have a guess that Novak will be there, because they are the big people, and when she sees him, at that point, I think, like, for a fraction of moment there was like eye contact.
Yes.
Both of them realize, I think, that for a moment, but then there is no way to be sure.
So
For a moment they realize, okay, this is my father, and for a moment, oh, this is Yolanta. But then the blast happens.
Yes.
So there is no way to be sure or confirm that that was Yolanta, and for Yolanta also that was not sure to be that is Novak. So the story plays it in so vague way, ambiguous way, that it keeps the history in the track. Everyone's motivation is same now. No change in the motivation. And also the point that you mentioned, that if she didn't die, she will be tortured. At the beginning of the episode or last episode, we said that there's people torturing for information. It's going on. So the best way is to create a diversion, not give any information, and create impact, which says that, okay, they have a problem inside, but they don't have a problem, and give time for them to escape. So this was the best decision that Yolanta could have taken.
So.
And it worked out in such a way that it's like actions leading to the story. And
so Yolanta chose the like I could say Yolanta chose new protagonist more than her father in that scene.
Yes, in that scene, exactly. Right way to say it is that she trusted the future, or the freedom of the future. Then the desire to talk with her father or do something else.
So beautiful.
My God, this is like well connected, like it's thought out, and motivations matches with each other. Each person's, everyone is doing their own thing and moving the story forward. Just this episode was Yolanta's episode. So good.
かっこよかったね。
かっこよかった。
Rest in peace, Yolanta.
はい。じゃあ next episode は、I don't know what to look forward next.
For sure we can printing or not.
The printing adventure. Like how do they print it?
そうね。How they printing.
This is something I'm looking forward to now.
そうだね。はい。じゃあ。
Also Novak's reaction.
そうだね。
After reaction, like,
what
is it going to do now?
In my opinion, you say Novak realized she could be.
But think, not way too sure.
そう。だから、in my opinion, maybe he not really realize the leader is Yolanta or not. So, but
also like the plan that Yolanta had, if it becomes successful or not, that's also important. That if the church understand that they have escaped, then this sacrifice is a bit less important, because like they are still being pursued. They will be being pursued as long as the book gets published. Yolanta's sacrifice is justified. And then you see, like, she decided she could have killed with the explosive the the church people, but she decided that no, instead of killing other people, I will kill myself.
ああ、そうね。それも big decision.
That's a big decision also, and that is also something we discussed last episode. What is morality? Does morality allow killing? In this case, the last decision she made was that, okay, I'll kill myself and then improve the life of others. So,
そうだね。
in that way, her morality is, in a way, what she made decision of. It's not good or bad, it's just a decision.
はい。
Nice.
すごいエピソードでした。じゃあ、
Yeah.
また次のエピソードでお会いしましょう。
はい。
See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.